Speaking of quiet and teamwork and professionalism, I'm the biggest fan of Roger Federer, pro tennis player. He is known as contrasted to people like John McEnroe and even Andre Agassi from past decades who are more loud and boisterous. He has always been extremely silent, stoic, and he's played tennis at a level of beauty that no one has seen before. And that's part of the reason that he is so loved. It brings, watching him play brings things out of people. I got to see him play in Miami in 2017 against Nadal in the final. And in the first 5 minutes, I started crying. There's something about the beauty that just shocked me. And he's doing what he's doing. He takes care of himself very well, like what you said. And beauty comes out from the silence, from the elegance. And he's been compared to a ballerina. So I'm connecting dots here. Another thing, he says he has one of the largest teams of people supporting him. Stringers, coaches, his wife, business people, whoever's with him, physical trainer. So his team is larger than that of other pro players. And he joked that he needs to make the quarterfinals of a tournament to break even, right? So he's got the silence, he's got the great solid team, and he has the utmost professionalism. Although of course he'll go around joking when it's appropriate. He's very serious about what he does, and he, in an indirect way, changes lives. He changes. He's inspired. He's been the single biggest inspiration for me, and I've looked up to him as a man. I've modeled myself after him, and in a world where there's a lot of dark stuff, he's a fantastic beacon of light that has lit me up over and over and over. And speaking of success, longevity, all that, he's 36 and a half, and he's world number one.
Wow.
He's the oldest man to ever be world number one at that age, and there's no close second right now. So.
No, that's really, I mean, I totally love hearing this, because it is almost exclusive of the area that you're working in, whatever it is. Those are the same rules. And the fascinating thing is to see the transformation, Jay. We have some young people who join our team who come disorganized, distracted, products of a different world. And after a few weeks, they become different people.
So you're saying that, is that to say that someone can transform in these ways if they just try?
They all yeah. Okay. So the door is never closed.
Yeah.
They're never closed.
So
yeah.
Speaking of that, Federer used to be very, very cantankerous, and he would smash rackets. He was a big emotional head case, and at one point in his late teen years, he doesn't talk about what he went through, but he went from being like that to being what I described completely serious. And I think that had it not been for that, he wouldn't have been nearly as successful as he has been. And and it's not just him that's riding on this. It's me. I was inspired by him. Seriously, if he didn't get his act together, I wouldn't have had this person to look up to, someone to be my guiding light.
So he saved a life. You see, you don't need to be a surgeon or a physician to save lives.
And the point of everything that I'm doing, the reason I've got you here, we're talking about habits for success and all that, which are very important for practically anybody doing the best they can with their life. The larger reason is that same inspiration that I want to spread to everybody, that they can look at Dr. Gharagozloo as a light, right? And for every person that I've brought on this show, you are the third guest. For my first guest, Anirudh, my second guest, Garen, and for you and whomever comes afterwards, that is key, who they are.
Well, I am honored, I'm delighted, and I think that in many ways it's a lot simpler than people may think. You just have to think about it, just like everything else. Yeah.